We're waking up to temperatures right now in the 20s, warming up to the middle 30s. We're not going to catch a whole lot of relief tomorrow despite the skies opening up just a little bit more. Good morning, I'm meteorologist Erin Ashley. I'm taking over for weekend mornings from here on out. So get used to seeing me and hearing from me. We're going to be talking a little bit more about these chilly temperatures behind me coming up in just a few minutes, but stepping into next week, big changes are on the horizon, and they're for the warmer, but also for the more active. So rain showers in the forecast do return next week, something that perhaps some of us need. I know it's that time of year where we don't exactly want any kind of snow, any kind of rain, but regardless, if you need a little bit of a rain, we have some in the forecast for you guys. So we're going to unpack that coming up in just a second. Let's take you outside to Mount Auburn right now, in which mostly cloudy skies. Yeah, it kind of looks like it's about to start raining at any point in time, or snowing at least. And we have been watching out for just a couple of light flurries throughout the morning. It's mainly in southeastern Indiana. So if you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about, but most of us didn't. 26 here in Cincinnati. It feels like 21 with a nice little breeze from the east-northeast. It's hardly noticeable, that breeze is, but it is making it feel a little extra chilly at times. So winter coats at the ready. We're going to be hanging on to the mid-20s for the next couple of hours. Some of us will be breaking back into the 30s by about 11 o'clock, but with the amount of clouds sticking around, with those winds as well coming in from the north, it's really going to keep us from getting much warmer today than what we're seeing right now. We're talking, most of us will not climb 10 degrees this afternoon. So that's something that we're going to be keeping an eye on. Those cold temps for your weekend. Here are your evening temperatures moving on through the rest of your day today. Yeah, just more of the same. Cold temperatures, don't really have to worry about anything in terms of snow. Not even the sun will be too bright. You won't see a lot of it. It's just going to be a kind of a gloomy day outside, but no big impacts from any rain or any snow, anything of that nature. It's just gonna be a cold one. Same thing with tomorrow and over the next few days. I mean, today and tomorrow very similar in that temperatures are going to be in the 30s, mornings and evenings are going to be in the 20s, and then Monday, that's when things start to change for the warmer and the sunnier too. I'm seeing a good amount of sun in that forecast. Temps are going to be in the 40s, near 50 degrees on Monday, and Tuesday will be in the 50s. So steady warm up to spring-like temperatures rather than winter-like temps. And then eventually, yes, we do have to start talking about the chance for some rain, which it starts to creep in as soon as we hit the 50s, which it's not an impressive chance for rain on Tuesday, but it is there. It's later in the evening. Most of your daylight hours on Tuesday look entirely dry. Same thing with Wednesday. And at this point in time, same thing with Thursday. That's some new information coming into the First Alert Weather Center. The newest data backing off and, well, I should correct, delaying the rain showers moving through on Thursday. Instead of it being in the middle of the day, it's looking like it's going to be approaching the tri-state later on in the afternoon and into your evening. And then, yeah, it's going to be a little bit more of a crummy weekend ahead as a result. It depends on the timing of those showers and storms, but I'm tracking a little bit of leftover rain on Saturday morning, and then temperatures are going to start to fall. So while we are kind of on the come up with these temps throughout the work week, eventually all good things, or all warm things, do tend to come down, and that's what I'm seeing in next week's forecast. All right, so your weather timeline here. We are tracking, pardon my microphone, I keep correcting my hair because I'm worried about it brushing up against it. So that's, if you've picked up on it, hopefully I have it fixed. But later on today, a little bit of sun coming into the tri-state. As we head into your Sunday, we'll see more of that sun. It's not going to do much to the temps, barely notice a difference there, but it will just be a couple degrees warmer for your Sunday. A bit of snow flurries north of Cincinnati, just possible. Not going to accumulate to anything, and not tracking any concerning weather moving into the first day of the first full work week and school week back from the holidays. In fact, temperatures are going to be able to warm up into the 40s, then the 50s on Tuesday. Here's that spotty chance. Again, it's really late in the evening, and most of it is going to be east. What's going to happen, and what I'm seeing here, the timing is going to be really crucial, because if it speeds up, if the storm speeds up even just by a little bit, then yeah, we could totally be looking at a little bit more of a rainy situation for Tuesday evening. But right now, and what the trend has been for the last couple of days, just about a 30% chance of some light showers east of Cincinnati, because these showers are going to be out and away from the area as soon as they start popping up on radar. Wednesday, a light rain shower around that small chance, and that's it. It's about a 10% chance. And then we roll into your Wednesday dry once again. So from now through Wednesday, it looks mostly dry for most of us, and any rain that we do see is very light. Now Thursday is different, and because we have seen the rain showers delay a little bit, let me show you the Thursday morning. I'm watching out for some foggy mornings. It's normal to see foggy mornings this time of year, especially as temperatures warm up. I'm seeing Wednesday morning patches of dense fog, whereas Thursday, it's setting up a recipe for some widespread dense fog. I'm going to be keeping an eye on that for that Thursday morning commute, but I mean, you see it here. It looks like clouds. That's not clouds. That's fog settling on in, which I guess is technically a cloud, just like really close to the ground. Regardless, it'll affect your visibility Thursday morning if everything holds together, which would favor a delayed timing of these showers. And yes, storms are possible with this, with temperatures Thursday afternoon right around 60, and Friday starting to see darkened early, those heavier showers, few rumbles of thunder coming on into the equation too. I don't see this cold front that is passing the tri-state though until early Saturday morning. So Friday is kind of that wild card day in which I'm seeing a lot of rain in the morning, but we're waiting on a chance for some scattered showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon and into the evening. And this model, this run of a model, it has it kind of right there. You see it kind of popping up just east of Cincinnati, just the color is getting a little bit darker for sure. If that frontal passage though speeds up a little bit, we could be looking at some thunderstorms here in Cincinnati, whereas most of your Friday during the daylight hours in that case would be dry afternoon, and temperatures are going to be in the low 60s as well. So just keep an eye on that if you have any late Thursday, and I'm talking really late Thursday evening plans, and then Friday as well. Friday, it's 6 days away. We'll have a better understanding of the timing and what kind of potential threats to look out for as we get a little bit closer. See if we have any questions coming on in, and we do not, so let's keep on keeping on. Let's talk about the warm-up into next week a little bit more, because yeah, we're talking about the rain chances, but yeah, we're getting warm. The 6 to 10 day temp outlook, on average, we're going to be above normal. Not only are we above normal, but we are kind of the bullseye for the entire nation as far as where most likely these temperatures are going to be the warmest, at least relative to normal. So yes, January 9th through the 13th, looking like it's going to be warmer than average. And just to put in perspective, the 9th is on Friday. That rainy day that I'm talking about, which means 9th through the 13th, and includes next weekend. I'm seeing some changes in the temperatures, but we do start off quite warm. You'll see it here in your 10-day forecast. It's going to be, at times, 20 degrees above normal. We've been there before, we'll see it again, right? Winter, usually we see these fluctuations in which we have more normal temperatures. I mean, it's cold today, it's cold tomorrow, but it is winter, so a normal high today would be 40, and we're seeing a high of 35, so just a little bit below that threshold. And then Sunday, same sort of deal, just a little bit closer to normal. Monday, we jump in the opposite direction, 49 degrees. We're nice and dry all the way through the day. Tuesday, all the way through the day, we're still nice and dry. And as a result, 55 is your forecast high. And that's when I start to notice a stiff southerly breeze coming into play. You're like, how are these temperatures able to jump so quickly? It's the wind direction, and also how strong these winds are going to be, because on Tuesday, I'm seeing winds gusting up to 30 miles an hour, which, yeah, that's pretty moderate. And then Friday, that day, I'm seeing winds gusting up to 40 miles an hour. So that's starting to get into a little bit more, it's not extreme, but it's definitely a stronger wind gust coming on through. So that's something I'll be keeping an eye on here. Noticeable breezes Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. Wednesday is kind of your pick day, because not only is it going to be warm and comfortable outside, but it's looking dry, if it's looking mostly dry, if not entirely dry. And I'm not seeing any strong winds in that forecast. I am seeing a little bit of fog in the morning, and then Thursday morning, that's kind of the more widespread fog, and that's just because temperatures are going to be at their warmest that day. So here's your first alert extended forecast. Kind of just regurgitating all the same information for you guys, just in a different graphic. This one's a little bit easier to understand, hopefully. 30s today, 30s tomorrow. We're seeing the 20s now. Tomorrow morning, very similar look and feel. It's the difference with tomorrow is how much afternoon sun we're going to see. It's still going to be cold though, 37 your forecast high. Monday, 49 your forecast high. A few thin clouds, that's the sunniest day out of your 7-day. Highs near 50. So yes, it's going to be in the 40s, but it's going to be in the upper 40s. It's going to feel quite nice. Tuesday, waking up not below freezing. We're going to be above freezing, 35, that forecast low, followed by a high in the middle 50s. Most of the day is dry. Don't be fooled by that icon. It's mainly a late rain chance from what I'm seeing here. Wednesday, mid to low 50s, just a little cooler on the backside of those rain showers Tuesday evening, but more heavy rain showers. They try to come into the tri-state. This is late Thursday now, so rain returns on Thursday. It's just trending a little bit later, which means I bumped that high up a little bit. It's going to be 60 degrees on Thursday, and then we roll into Friday. That's when the thunderstorms are rolling on through. Showers, storms, that's the heaviest rain here out of your 7 to 10 day forecast, and you can tell that this system is going to be a little bit of a stronger one just because of the temperatures leading into it and the temperatures coming out of it. We're seeing temperatures in the 60s on Friday, 50 Saturday, back in the 40s, maybe the 30s, and that's as warm as we're going to get just over a week from today. Okay, let's see if we have any questions coming on in. Good morning to you all tuning on in. Hope you have a great day too, Jeff. Jessica wants snow. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, warm news. Maybe we saw a little snow this morning, and that's it. You might see a little tomorrow night, but that's only if you're really tuning in from the very northern tri-state, like Fayette, Union counties. The chance is slim and light where we do see it, Jess, but hopefully we are able to get some snow in the forecast. Something tells me you're not going to have to wait for long to see our next chance for snow. It's just that this first full week, work week, of January is definitely running a little bit more on a warmer note. No other questions coming on in. All right, it's 10:27. Yeah, it's just going to be a little bit of a temperature roller coaster. Reminder that this last Sunday we were in the 70s, then Monday back in the 20s. And while it's not going to be that dramatic of a temperature increase, I mean, we're in the 30s for a couple of days, back in the 40s Monday, and then the 50s. Not seeing the 70s at all. That could change, I'll let you know, but it's not as dramatic of weather whiplash as what we were tracking this time last week. So perhaps that's good for the sinuses, the illnesses, things of that nature, especially with so many people heading back to school. I can only imagine if we're going to have some changes in the forecast, it's better that we have it in a very steady manner rather than dramatic. But hey, hopefully you guys are staying healthy. Hopefully you guys have had a great new year. We're in the first weekend of 2026, and we're doing so in a very January way. For now, signing off here in Queensgate, I'm meteorologist Erin Ashley. Thank you so much for tuning in this Saturday morning. I'm happy to be here, you guys. I'll see you next time.